We travel to the far south, where icy terrains and breathtaking landscapes await. Join us on a unique expedition where history and adventure converge as we traverse the same icy expanse that Shackleton once endured. Exploring the beauty of this vast wilderness and revealing the secrets hidden within this frozen realm. Welcome to Antarctica. So today we have a special treat inside the Weddell Sea. So we're on the eastern side of the Antarctic Peninsula, which we don't often have the opportunity to come to, but the captain has brought us in between lots of ice, and this morning we had a fantastic time searching for the elusive emperor penguins. Lots of current today. You could see the icebergs moving around, the seals being pushed around on the bits of ice floe. And the emperor penguins, it's a fantastic time to see them because they've just fledged, about 5 months old, the chicks just transitioning from that juvenile plumage into the more adult form. And we were really lucky to see that today.
Hello everyone, this is Eric from the expedition team. We are here this afternoon at Brown Bluff, a really spectacular site. Main attraction for many here will be the massive Adelie penguin colony. Great views of wildlife in a pretty harsh and impressive environment. That environment is impressive in large part because of the unique geology of this area. Brown Bluff is what is called a tuya. That's spelled T-U-Y-A, and that's a word for a volcanic formation that was built underneath a very thick ice sheet. A unique environment for sort of eruptive activity and to lay down volcanic rocks. It's kind of like a cold pressure cooker. You get very strange rock types and you get very strange shapes to the entire formation. Today Brown Bluff is about maybe half of what used to be a big kind of mesa-shaped volcanic structure. It's got 3 or 4 different distinct layers that correspond with different phases of eruptive activity under different depths of ice. And again, all that pressure, all that contact between very hot lava and pressurized cold water and ice creates very unique rock types. There's some examples of those rock types tumbled right down here on the beach around us. Right behind me where I'm standing at this moment, we have these beautifully sculpted rocks. It's a type of rock called palagonite, which is a very chaotic mixture of a bunch of different types of sort of volcanic ash and debris that was formed during the phase of eruption when there was not enough pressure of water surrounding the volcano to prevent steam explosions, but the volcano wasn't really blasting its way through the top of the ice yet. So you had these weird sort of contained underwater steam and ash explosions, and the flash freezing, as it were, of that lava into kind of an ash and debris constructed rock gives us this unique type of material. That circumstance also gives you the unique color to these rocks. This layer is pretty high up in Brown Bluff, but it's also very erosive, so some of these big boulders have tumbled down from higher altitudes on the formation. The last bit of the recipe here to give us these beautifully sculpted rocks is wind. Brown Bluff is a windy place. We're experiencing that today, and wind-blown sand and other particles is actually the primary cause of the very unique kind of curvy and sculpted shapes of these palagonite boulders behind me.
Good morning. Adam here, expedition leader. What a beautiful morning here in Mickelson Harbor and Denot Island. Wanted to tell you a little bit about the whaling history that is here. As you can see, there's a lot of old skeletons, a lot of remnants of the whaling days that happened here in the Antarctic Peninsula. This area was once where whalers would pull the whales up on the beach and flinge them with their big knives, cutting the blubber from the skeletons and then processing the blubber here to go back on their ships. We've got a water boat over here. All these ships at that time, most of them all were steamships, and the steamships required fresh water for their boilers and also for drinking water. So the sailors would go out in these water boats and they would find fresh, clear glacial ice that they could use for their boilers and for drinking water, and they'd bring that back to the ship so they'd have a supply throughout the voyage. But today we're just enjoying these artifacts and remnants here of a much far gone day. But we have a beautiful day here in Mickelson Harbor.
224 volt, 90, 260 volt, 90, O2 main bow, 140, O2 main stern, 150. Do you have my readings?
I have your full reading.
Biodiversity looks different in these polar ecosystems than it does that we know of in tropical ecosystems. So this is actually a really diverse landscape or seascape that we're looking at right now. We are seeing thousands of different animals and hundreds of different species. In Antarctica, we're never going to see big coral reefs. We're not going to see large schools of colorful fish. So most of the diversity we are going to see here are animals that live on the seafloor, the benthos we call them. And so these are animals like the sea stars we're seeing, sponges, all of these yellow things that we're seeing on the seafloor, soft coral and tunicates. So we'll kind of explore around and look at all the diverse invertebrate life.
I'm Elizabeth Pierce. I am historian archaeologist on board the Seabourn Venture. Today we're at Yankee Harbor, which is one of the places where sealing crews came ashore in the 1820s and 30s, hunting the fur seals pretty much to extinction in this part of Antarctica. But they were also the people who were the first to lay eyes on many of these islands. They explored, they were looking for new hunting grounds, and they were the people who literally first put Antarctica on the map. So at Half Moon Island, there's a wooden boat on the beach, which is actually quite a mystery. We've come across a lot of wooden boats on beaches here. The remnants of the sealing and whaling period, they tow the boats behind and fill them with ice because you don't have rivers in Antarctica, so they needed fresh water to boil down the blubber and for drinking. So on Half Moon Island, that one's a bit of a mystery. It doesn't seem to be a water boat, seems to be Norwegian made, but no one knows where it came from, what ship it came from, or how long it's been there. And a lot of these boats and a lot of the debris that we do find is a mystery, perhaps answering some historical questions that we'll never be able to answer.
It's my honor as captain to bring you to Antarctica. I truly hope we've opened your minds to a world of senses and experiences whilst delivering unforgettable seabourn moments. We've been blessed with good wildlife, scenery and sights throughout our voyage, and I truly hope that you return one day soon to an expedition ship. And on behalf of Seabourn Cruise Lines, thank you for choosing Seabourn Venture. All the best.